All right, you guys, I'm using Gemini. This has honestly been the AI that I've been using a lot recently. I like it. It tends to provide pretty good feedback. But the first prompt I always like to do is I like to tell it to act as a writer's assistant, but with a blend of a Hollywood studio exec. And I just want it to give me some feedback and workshop some ideas. And one of the things I always like to do with AI is I ask if it's ready, because sometimes I'll give it a prompt and it'll just go off and write its own thing. And I'll just be like, no, that's not what I wanted you to do. So now it says that it's ready. I'm going to put the script in it, but I'm also going to give it some guidelines. I just want overall thoughts. I want to know what it liked, what it didn't like, and what it reminds it of. And most importantly, does the story feel grounded? Because although this is not based on a true story, but it takes place in the real world, it's just, I really want the script to feel present and current. And so let's see what it comes up with. So this is what it came back with. Helpful stuff. It's got some good ideas. However, after these first couple prompts, whenever I'm doing my rewrite, I want to be sure that I'm basically harping back to why I wrote the script, why I connected with it, what was the story that I was trying to execute. I think that's super important, because in a first draft, at least for me, it tends to be a vomit draft. I'm just trying to get everything out. But when that happens, you can lose the message, lose the theme. So I want to make sure that I'm doing that. And that is my next prompt before coming up with a rewrite plan. The message that I'm wanting is that we are being spawned by corporations, and it's up to us to take our power back as people, to do our own research. And then basically I'm just going to ask if that comes through in the script, if it comes through in the story. And then this is the big one. Is there ways to improve upon that message? Meaningful. Yeah. I like this. This is good. Scope of deception. This is helpful too. Like, it comes up with some pretty good stuff. Like, even right now, as I'm reading through this, I'm getting some ideas, which is super, super helpful, because my main focus when I'm going back into the second draft is really to zone in on some things. And especially for me, the real question that comes next, because I'm not a lawyer, and although I did some research before writing this about how the case of it would work on the first draft, like I said, I'm just trying to get from page 1 to the end, and then I'll rework it and try to make it better. So now I'm asking it basically for the real question: does the case make sense in the real world? This stuff is really helpful. Really helpful. Yep, this is really helpful. Okay, and so lastly, now what I'm gonna have to do is come up with a rewrite plan, because this is where it's at its best. And you can ask Gemini to do a couple other things. So anything that you felt like it wasn't working, things like that. But for me, this is what's next. Have it come up with a rewrite plan. Boom. This is nice. It says action and reasoning. Like, this is all helpful. And so this is really good, because I haven't gone back there and read it. I finished the script not too long ago, but I do think now that I have these things in my head, it's going to be really helpful. Sports docs does it. Sweet. Boom. And now, in the span of 13 minutes, I've got a full rewrite plan of action of what I'm going to be focusing in on this next draft. As you can see, like, it saves a decent amount of time, and it's also really helpful because you can put your ideas out there. So say if while you're writing, there was something that you felt wasn't fully coming across, or a character felt underdeveloped, you can use Gemini. Now I've got my rewrite plan. Now with these ideas in my head, I'm going to be going back through with a pen and paper. I find it the easiest way for me to catch things and move things around. And we'll be trying to execute these things. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. It's been extremely helpful for me and saved me a lot of time and made my rewrite process a little bit faster and a little bit easier. So I hope this helps you guys too. Peace.
Thanks so much for watching this tutorial on using AI to improve your writing process. If you found these tips helpful, please hit that like button and let me know in the comments how you use AI tools in your creative work. I'd love to hear your experiences and suggestions. Don't forget to check out my other videos on screenwriting and creative writing techniques. I've got plenty more tutorials to help you level up your writing game. See you in the next one.